Hello everyone and welcome to another training video. So today we are going to see how to do sling load operations in the CH-47D, the Chinook. So here let's set it up first. Like I said, every time I have to set it up again. So yes, both. Now SAS level you choose the one you're comfortable with. I will choose low. And then set up, I have a self-centering joystick. I reverse my collective, I put it like this, and miscellaneous, let's remove before fly. Now the load assistant, you want to have them on or off, but note that they are just like visuals. They won't help you with instructions like left, right, up, down, in position, hooked, released. You won't get, it's just for visual. So for me, I better let it off. And then for the hook, don't worry, when you will be selecting a load, it will also select the appropriate hook configuration. So let's talk about the loads now. As you can see, nothing in front, nothing to the side here. We might even go external view if necessary. So here, option loads, obviously. So those are the objects, okay, that you can sling load. And in the manual, it's explained how you can create several of those files so that you can save several situations. You will have a location of the folder where those files are stored. You just copy paste them, so you have multiple copies, and then you rename them depending on the situation. Here I'm Nellis, so if I have a scenery that I've created with the loads, I can name it Nellis Air Force Base 1 or something like that. Okay. Now, so to place the loads themselves, you just click here. You will have instances. Okay, but as you can see here, it's not selected. And there it is. So if you keep clicking, it will keep adding in front. Okay, like a Humvee, a helicopter. And if you want to kind of select it, you click and you have the tick. As you can see here, maybe. And if I select the second one, of course you can have only one active. Third one, this is how it's going to be, and it goes on like this. Now if you want to delete, just select the other one and delete, and obviously if you want to save, you select it and you select the situation you want to save it, and then you just click on save. Okay, and then also here you have your cable lengths up to 20 meters, from 2 to 20 meters. I like to work with 10 meters. Now if we delete this guy too, okay, the next you will add, it will start from the last one you placed. Okay, so we could actually go ahead and select this one here, and then let's save it situation 2 maybe. So here, for example, if I have test, I load, it will place it where my test was. If I select situation 1, it will place it where situation 1 was, etc. Okay, and actually it places it, I think sometimes it's at the spot, sometimes maybe it's a little bit off. So we will choose this one, and remember, if you have several, the one with the tick, maybe it's far away, the one with the tick. Now you don't have to be at this particular location. Okay, for example, if situation 5, it's at another location, created scenery, okay, or an airport, whatever, you can click on it, and then when you click on fly to, what it will do is it will give the coordinates in the Doppler here, which we will see how to use in a next tutorial. So that's why I'm doing the sling load first, so that next we can maybe take one of those loads to the destination. Okay, so here once again, if you're unsure which load you've selected, it's the one with the tick. Here we have only one, so we will be using this one. And cable length, anyway, before takeoff I will check this again. There it is. I don't know if it saves the cable length too. Let's test since we are here. Delete this guy. Let me put it here. Apparently, no, it does not. So situation 2, load, no, it does not. So you have to make sure you are at the cable length you want to use. There it is. Okay, so now let's get the helicopter started. I already did a full startup video, so if you are interested, you can watch it. So here I'm just going to kind of make a simplified one. These position lights on, all the other switches I just verified, off, here off, these guys as they should be. This one, sometimes I'm not sure where it is. Center one, okay, here center. And I will explain something about this after the startup. Here everything okay. Okay, there we go, so ready for start. And so first, of course, we will start the APU. Center, okay. So battery on, hold, when you have a light here, it means the APU is on. And once again, it does not load my chosen settings, so that's the one I like to use. Anyway, I don't know why it does not say. There it is, APU on. So let's go ahead, this guy on, these two guys on. Okay, so let's check this guy off. Okay, so we will turn on fuel pumps. And then put the corresponding here, and then we will start the engine. I will also put the EAPS fans open. There you go. So let's start the engine. There we go. I will just let it stabilize and then I will start engine number 2. Okay, so same process here for engine. Number 2. Now I have key binding for those guys, so if you don't have, you can use a mouse, but I have key bindings for those guys. They have to be on ground for the engine to start. Stabilized. Okay, now I will slowly put them to fly. Actually, I should also be looking here at the gauges. There you go. Okay. So what I can do now is these two guys off, on, off, APU off. Just make sure my external lights are on, everything else is okay. I put FCS here. As we have already selected load, here let me show you what it's saying here. Forward hook open, aft hook open. Why? It's because this one, as you can see, it's forward and aft. Depending on how you're going to be using the slings, it will already by default choose the proper hook configuration. So now let's come up. Here the overhead panel, and I will show you something. You see those lights? Hook loaded. Okay, so when you will have loaded your hooks, so you have one aft here, one forward, so the lights will turn green. Okay, and the master cargo hook, here it's reset, here it's off or neutral, and here it's on. Okay, so what it does is when you are going to be picking up the load, put it in the middle position. Okay, and then like I said, since you won't have any indication left, right, up, down, in position, hold position, hooked, cargo hooked, or that kind of thing, so you will have to look when the lights turn green, it means the hook is loaded, and then you can lift off. Okay, and then when you are going to be unloading the like shown here, it's not automatic, it's automatic, but let me show you how it works. Okay, auto connect. I'll put it on hard. Actually, I forgot to do this. Okay, so here you could connect automatically, or you could drop automatically. This is what I'm not gonna do. I have guys, and usually in real life you have the operators who are going to be doing this, the assistants. So here I put it on hard. Now you can, if you are comfortable with default or easy or whatever, so I will put it on hard here, and also my SAS is low, hardcore. Okay, so what you will then do to unload it, you put it on arm, and once you lower the helicopter enough for the load to touch ground, and you keep lowering a little bit more so that it does not sense any tension on the hooks, then it will auto kind of disconnect it. Okay, so here, because we're going to pick up the load, we will put it arm, and we'll keep an eye on the green lights. So when they are lit up, it means that we have hooked the cargo. Now to hook, to connect with the hooks, usually I like to fly around 14 feet AGL. Okay, and then the cable length is 10 meters, which will give us roughly a little bit more than 30 feet. So plus the height of the load itself. So to be on the safe side, I will be over 40 ideally once I'm hooked, so that I'm sure this is not going to touch ground. So here, let's take off, and we will connect. So remember, I will be flying at around 14, 15, 13 AGL to connect. So once I'm in the air here, I will have to be, of course, over those guys. So I will just use the scenery, whatever is in front, to have an indication. Here I'm at 16. Just try to kind of keep it under control. Here it's very sensitive. Maybe I have to play with the sensitivity again, I don't know, but my collective, the moment you touch it, it kind of weight things. So here I keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and maybe now I try to bring it to a harbor, maybe to the left. That's the indication I was saying I don't get. Not connected. This is where I wish, like I said, I had those indications. Connected, so I will make sure I'm over 40 like I said here, and then I will fly away. Unfortunately, it's not compatible with replay mode, so the operation that you are doing here, if you watch the replay, it won't be happening as you were doing it. So here you will fly to your destination, but of course you are not going to be flying anywhere in this video. It's just explaining how to do the sling loading. Now, because we will be unloading, remember we have to put this down, arm it, and we'll just unload it a little bit further ahead. So making sure once again I remain above 40. It's an estimate based on the length of the cable, as I've explained. It's around 32 feet plus the height of the load itself. So 40, I'm sure I'm kind of not gonna hit anything. So here let's just unload it. Really there in front there. So of course you're going to lower yourself until around 45, something like that. And by the way, you don't want a too short sling length, cable length, because otherwise it will be swinging a lot underneath. So here I'm around 40, so I will lower 35. Usually it should have already disconnected. Lower again, maybe to still hooked. Unhooked. Okay, now I lift off once again above 40, because the cables, I remember, here it's not going to be visible, but in the actual helicopter the cables will still be visible, and we left the load there. Okay, so in case you have other loads, just remember you have to select them again. So if you are flying, you don't have any co-pilot, so you can just pause the game. Here, option, loads, and if you have additional loads, or you want to select this one again, you just click it. Okay, so this is how you do sling load operations, how to connect the load and how to unload. And remember, once again, once you've unloaded, the switch will return back to the neutral position. So if you pick up a load, you will have to arm it again. Okay, so now let's head back to the helipad and we will conclude this video. Now remember, the SAS, it's a preference, and the difficulty too, if you find it hard, on hard difficulty, I mean it's hard difficulty, it's supposed to be hard anyway, and you can lower the difficulty. So, and the SAS too, if you want more help flying the helicopter until you get your skills on par on what a sim pilot should be. So in the next tutorial, like I said, I will show you how to use the Doppler to navigate to a specific coordinate, and then if you want to do sling loading from one location to another, no matter where in the world, you can create nice sceneries, you know, with soldiers and tanks and tents, camps, that kind of thing. I'm sure it's going to be super fun, and anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. So here, this thing is going to be down. There we are, parking brake, set. Okay. So there it is, how to do sling loading operations and the Chinook. I hope you found this video helpful. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in another video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.